How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Door Kickers 2 video. Today we're going to do things a little bit different. Pull in a replay from a mission that we played on stream. This one is called Deadly Stage. So we're going to do a little bit of a voiceover on one of these new missions. This is a new mission with the 1.0 release. Do a little bit of a voiceover, walk and talk through what we were doing at the time. Don't really want to pull it straight from stream because that's not going to make much sense with me talking to chat and doing all sorts of other things. But this is a crazy mission, huge map, very different and interesting objective. So we'll read through the briefing and we'll talk our way through things as if we were doing it live, but I'll just give you my thoughts while we're watching through the replay. So the briefing here says an insurgent group stormed the Imperial Theater in Jafar district, taking dozens of hostages. They're now in suicide mode, with bombs placed throughout the building and cameras streaming their performance. Our mission is to locate and disarm all of the bombs. We know most hostages are in the auditorium, and there are 7 bombs already ticking, as well as numerous entrenched tangos. Only a simultaneous assault through all corners will clear the hall, but look out for executioners and suicide vests. This is a high-profile, high-difficulty mission, and only the best hostage rescue units get these. Well, Delta got delayed, so they're sending you instead. Stay sharp and move fast. So as we get started, we've only got 8 guys here to take down this entire theater and defuse 7 bombs and kill executioners and suicide bombers before they can kill all of our hostages. So as we start in the mission here, we can see that there's 2 hostages hanging out in the front, and then we've also got this live feed that we can interact with to gain access. We can also see the general blueprint of the structure. We've got the main auditorium here. This is what's going to be our highest priority threat area. This is where we know the majority of the hostages are. And then we've obviously got the outskirts of everything around here as well. So our initial thought is that we want to hack this computer to gain access and figure out what it's going to give us. This was the first time I'd ever played this mission when we played it on stream. So don't really know what to expect. We do know that we can hack here, so I would definitely want to do that. We can see that there are cameras throughout the building. And over here, there's a security camera control. If we hack that, we can gain access. And then we've also got another laptop over here that we can gain access to. So off the rip, the plan is to get to this to figure out what's going on. We can see that we've got our stack split here, 4 and 4 on each side. We've got glass windows that we're going to be able to see through. And we've also got some windows right here. So as we get started, the initial plan is to roll these windows with 2 operators from each side. We're going to try and clear out as much of this as we can from the outside while we set up 2 window teams. So these guys are going to break down the windows and drapes, which is going to give us a good view into both of these rooms as well. So the plan is to basically clear out all of this from the outside and just see what we're working with. So as we have our guys move around, we are able to clear out the majority of these areas. We take a couple of bad guys out. And now we're going to go ahead and push to an entry. So we'll have these guys flare out just a little bit to clear as much of the corners as they can. Now you can see that we're going to start to move guys in. So we just need to make sure that we've got these 3 areas covered. We've got 4 guys initially on the push. So we're going to be able to have them all pick up on these areas. We'll leave 1 person in each port to watch if anyone's coming from down these hallways. And then otherwise, we'll be able to fill these gaps. And we're going to hack the laptop.
Tango down.
So as we hack that laptop, we're able to see that there is a bomb here right in the center of the stage. And it's got a 1minute and 48-second timer. As we look there, we can see that there's multiple hostages laid out here. We can see that there's executioners and a suicide executioner here. So he's just going to clack off next to as many hostages as possible. So by hacking that, that gives us this intel. So now we know we are going to very quickly need to move over to this bomb site. So as we have our guys funneling in, we talked about here. I didn't realize that was going to show on the replay. But we decided how we want to make entry over here. So the goal is going to be to come through the top section here, as opposed to the bottom section. The bottom section has a lot of rooms that we don't want to have to mess with. The top section is a little bit more of a straight shot. And as my drawings there indicated, we do have 8 people And we've got 4 entrances on the north side of the stage here, as far as I'm concerned. So we've got 1 entrance here, a 2nd here, 3rd here, and a 4th here. So the goal is going to be to send everyone up this north hallway. We'll send 2 to this door, we'll send 2 to this door, send 4 guys total this direction. 2 will stop here, and 2 will stop here. And we'll make a simultaneous breach through all of these doors. That's going to allow us maximum visibility into this room. We want to try and see as much as we can. That way, if there's more executioners, more hostages laid out all over the place, we'll be able to take them out. So you can see we are going to move these 3 guys up, and we're just going to try and cover all of these to watch our back as we move up and across. So again, we're talking on where there might be more hostages and all of these different areas that we need to watch out for. Now we're going to have guys start sprinting up here because we do only have 1 minute and 42 seconds, and it takes about 10 seconds, I believe, to disarm the bomb. So these guys are going to watch our rear as we start to move everyone up. He's able to take out some barricaded shooters, and that kind of went fast there, but we pushed one guy across this way to start shooting these. As soon as these guys were taken out, he started to roll this corner and is able to take out this guy here. So now he's going to continue to hold long while everyone else sprints up to get to the other side of this barricade. So this guy is going to hang out right here and watch this direction. He gets a reload in. We're going to have our 2 guys set up here, and these guys are going to start making entry in this direction. So we've got 1 team set up here. They need to breach this door so they can get set up on these. These 2 will come here, and these 4 are going to split off to come here and here.
Waiting for Alpha.
So we go ahead and get these guys ready to open that door on Alpha. They've got someone covering them for when that door comes open. And up here, we're just doing some nice, easy, normal room clearing. We do catch one guy there.
On Alpha.
Now, before we start our Alpha, this is a locked door, so we're going to have to use our sledgehammer to get through here. I go ahead and start the sledgehammer swing before we hit Alpha, because the sledgehammer takes a long time to get wound up before we can smack the door. So we start that first, and then we're going to hit Alpha just before we hit the door here. And then you can see that we're going to have good line of sight into the auditorium once all of these doors open.
Element.
So as that comes open, you can see there's very little dark blue area that we can't see, which is exactly what we want. So we start to push some of these guys in to clear out the rest of the areas that haven't been able to be seen yet. So once everyone pushes in, we can now see that there's 4 bombs set on these pillars, as well as a 5th bomb set right here. So we're going to have these guys sprint to come cut these cables, and we've got one right here who's going to take out this bomb. And then we're also going to hack our next live feed computer. So as he does that, we can see that there are 2 more hostages with bombs on their backs in these 2 areas here. So now we have to start working on our plan to rescue them. And that is going to be our 7 bombs. As these guys all finish defusing, we've got a couple of guys, the 2 that came from here, we had them jump up on the stage and start to form a couple of elements over here. Again, this is a hostage rescue, and we don't have enough bodies to cover every door. So we start to pull these guys up so that they can provide a little bit of cover. Now you can see here that our new goal is going to be to send 4 guys to the north and 4 guys to the south. And we'll set up simultaneous breaches, hopefully, on these 2 hostages. So we can start to clear with 2 up here. So once they've cleared that out, we now just need him to wait. We decide that we're going to go ahead and bring this guy around the backside of the stage here. These guys are really too far away to be able to help out with anything at the moment anyway, so we're just going to have them sprint up to the top to join up with him. He'll continue to hold this door while these guys are starting to make entry to clear out this area down here. So now they're going to pick up on this door while these guys pick up on the north door. So we've got a long corridor here. Thankfully, these guys are going to be able to take out this sniper insurgent before they enter the hallway. And we hear the door open behind us, so we go ahead and have our rear man turn around and take these guys out. So now we've got 2 guys set up on this door. Again, all the doors to the hostage room are locked. So we're going to attempt to do a simultaneous breach, have these guys and these guys open at the same time. So they're going to hold what they have. These 2 are going to need to enter and clear their way back over here. On this side, we would like to get over here, but we do have to jump over this barricade. So dark blue here is holding this hall while we get these guys in and around.
Clear.
So we clear out as much as we can from the outside over here. Again, we hear this door come open. We're not super concerned about guarding all of our exits necessarily, because again, we're on a clock and we need to get into these rooms as quick as possible. So as these guys jump over, we've got one who's able to provide cover while the other one jumps over. This door has swung open as well. And as this door opens, green is here able to take those shots. We've got a few guys funneling in from the south, but we've got good coverage set up here. We're still watching our rear with this guy. Green rather, is working his way up to here, and we'll get these 2 set up on this door. Got 1 minute and 34 seconds left. Trying to use blue to clear out as much of this as he can on his own before we send our extra guy over here. So now we can see we've got our simultaneous breach set up here. We're able to see the majority of the room, just minus these corners, which is going to allow these guys to take out all of the suicide bombers who are waiting in here. So once they make entry, we send one to cut the bomb. Not worried about the hostage at the moment. And now we'll focus back down here. So as soon as we get everyone set up, we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. 1:17 seconds left on this bomb. Simultaneous breach. This time we didn't see anyone initially off the breach, but as soon as we start to make entry, we take out this guy. And now he's set up in an L. There's no way. He's either got to choose this way or this way. And we got someone coming from the opposite direction. So he is screwed.
Diffusing.
We go ahead and get this bomb defused. And right now we're clearing out the rest of the back of the stage area. So we've got 2 clearing this way. We're going to have Pink continue to watch our rear. He's watching down the hall in case someone pops out the bathroom. These 2 are going to clear here and then the bathroom. We're going to send these 3 to clear this area while he continues to hold our back. So we can see everyone clearing those out nicely. We are bypassing those doors to clear out the rest of the open space first, and then we'll go 2 at a time into these small rooms. And those are all clear. So now we can get everyone pushed back out. So now we have to send some guys around the top side to clear the rest of these rooms here. And we're going to send these guys out to clear this way, as well as out and around this way. So still a large structure to clear. We do have all the bombs that we know of diffused, but there could always be more. So now we got to take and re-clear our way back now that we've taken care of the immediate threats of the hostages and bombs going off. So these guys are going to work the top side. These guys will work the bottom side. And when you're doing this live and on stream, it's definitely difficult to do that all at once. We decide to open this window, or this door rather, here to try and get a little bit better view of everything going on out here. These guys are doing their normal procedures. Just two-man clearing everything up here. We do have a little bit of a scare realizing that these drapes can be opened. So we go ahead and open those up just to see if there's anyone hiding behind that. There's not, so we go ahead and bypass the other one, which is up here. Meanwhile, these two continue to clear up at the top. They're going to take out this room as we start to do some multi-clearing down here. We get a flashbang out, and we wait for a reload, and then we send our two guys down here to clear out everything this way, and we get them set up to go through the south side over there. We've got two guys set up ready to go this way, and two guys set up down here. So we open this up, and now we're going to have these guys hold there for a second while these guys are finishing out their breach through the top. So then we just have a few areas left. We've pretty much cleared all of this part of the structure. You saw that I circled right here. There is a possibility that someone could be hiding in these areas. However, we figured they probably would have come out during the initial push. So we're going to have these two hold up and watch these areas. These guys are going to move to the security room, and then we'll push everyone out this direction.
Flash out.
So we get a flashbang in. We've got lots, so might as well use them. That guy opens the door for us kindly. And again, we're just two-man clearing through here. We go ahead and grab these cameras just to see what all they can see, but unfortunately, it doesn't show us very much. So we end up hopping off of there after realizing that it's really only illuminating the auditorium and this area outside, and we've already cleared all of that. So any second now, after realizing that, we will hop off the computer because we're not worried about those anymore. And we get two guys set ready to go back down here. We go ahead and clear as much as we can from the threshold, and then we push our team out. As that's happening, we're readjusting everyone up here to pick up any angles that haven't been seen so far, and then we're going to end up having these guys come back down through here to meet up with the rest of the team. So we're going to make sure we have one covering this door while we can send two in here. This room's clear, and now we can send four right here. Lots of guys waiting in the hall. Now we decide we're going to try and clear through this first, because this is kind of some bad geometry to make these guys clear this way. So it's going to be much easier to just have these two clear this last room here. Now they can meet up. And now we've just got this hallway to worry about. So unfortunately, we do have to jump over this barrier. And these are glass doors rather, so they do present a little bit of a challenge in that we can't just completely move down the hallway, push past anything. Anyone hiding in these rooms is going to be able to see us. So we're going to have to slowly start jumping our guys one at a time over here. But we also have to be super careful because we've got two doors. We don't have a whole lot of space to work with right here. So we start sending guys one at a time with cross coverage set up. And then we go ahead and flash this, but we realize that we don't really have enough bodies just yet to get in there.
Flashbang out.
So we need at least 4 guys here because we want to send 2 into this room, and we need 2 to pick up on the rest of the areas here.
Banger out.
So we have these guys push past. We're going to give up coverage on the door for a second while we send these 2 in, and then these guys are also going to jump over. So once that's clear, we can start pushing with everyone else. These are small rooms, so it's acceptable to clear them with 1 because there's only, you can clear everything from the threshold minus this little bit on each of these. These guys are going to take this last room.
Flashbang out.
And again, that is clear. So here we can see over the top of the ticket counter, or whatever this is, that there are a couple guys right here. So we do need to be careful on our stack, making sure that whoever's down here has a good angle on him, but isn't quite exposed through the doorway right here.
Flashbang out! Banger
We'll throw
out!
some more flashbangs, and we'll take these areas simultaneously.
Clear!
Again, making sure that we've got 2 per
Banger
door.
out!
We're holding right here. We're going to let them clear their way up, as opposed to having these guys come down. So we're set up for these guys to make entry into the bathroom. We've wrapped all the way back around. He's watching our dead space there. And these 2 guys are going to clear this room, and then these guys will clear this last bathroom. And as this door swings open, we get our last guy right there.
Report to center for debrief.
So a little bit of a different mission for you guys, doing the voiceover after the fact. Let me know if you enjoyed that. But we did get 3 stars, and we did have a clean run with no injuries to ourselves or any civilian casualties. You can see that no one took any rounds there. So very large map, first playthrough, to get a clean run. I was very happy with that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you're notified when a new video comes out, or if I start a live stream and you guys want to watch some of that. So please drop down in the comments whether you like this type of video or if you just want to do live playthroughs, and I'll take that into consideration. I really appreciate you guys. The channel's growing a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.